Hey everybody, so this is my video submission for Trials Fusion and Summer Games Done Quick 2016. Starting off here by searching for World of Pixels in Track Central. So yeah, I'm going to do a brief summary of what this run is all about as we get started. Here we have Rayman riding some loops on a Rainbow Road-esque driving line. Spot the game characters in the background if you can. So yeah, this is a submission with a general games done quick and retro gaming speedrun theme. I reflected on all the feedback from the past two runs that I've done with Trials at GDQ, Fusion in 2014 and Evolution in 2015. You know, some comments like it can be hard for some people to relate to the speedruns who have never played Trials before, or you know, sometimes the runs felt like, you know, they weren't gaining momentum as fast as they could be, with the more difficult stuff, the extremes, and the more technically skill-based content in the latter stages of the runs. So you know, we reflected on all this feedback, and we thought, what better way to do a Trials run at a GDQ than to reach out to the Trials community and all the track builders to gather some custom tracks that have a general games done quick theme, and you know, some favorites from your gaming past, hopefully. So yeah, in short, a theme that has constant rolling elements of easily recognizable content. And as always with Trials runs at a GDQ, there will be much harder difficulty tracks in the later stages. We're going to really ramp up the difficulty this time round with some crazy hard ninjas and some techniques that have never been seen before. Kirby and Boo here, Mega Man, good old SpongeBob, and Excitebike from before Trials' time. So I hope everybody likes Mario, because we're gonna keep going here, gonna keep rolling it out and playing a track called Super Mario Cross. I'll let this one speak for itself in a minute. So yeah, we've got a Yoshi bike here. Everything in this is made with primes, cylinders, spheres, circles, rectangles, you name it. The shapes, everything is made here with primes. God, Yoshi just mauling down these Koopas, dodging some flower there. Nice recovery flip. It's just amazing how the guy's done this in the Trials editor. But you know, that's the thing. I really am looking forward to this. Just picking up a nice flower power here, doing a few spins for style points. But yeah, we've never shown the editor and the community's creations before at a Games Done Quick, so this would be awesome. It really would, for sure. There's Mario Maker meets Trials, everybody. That's great. Grabbing the names of the tracks here. So yeah, I don't know if anybody played this game in their youth. I know for sure that I did, for many hours. It's a good favourite of mine. You got to go fast, right? So here we have Green Hill Zone, Act 1 in Trials. It's so funky. Of course, as well, during the run, we're going to have 4 of us commentating, so there will be no pauses in between any of the commentary and anything like this. It's very hard for me to you know, put together a sample of the commentary without the other 3 dudes who are coming along from the PC Trials community. But not to worry, we will definitely make it a show, and if this gets accepted, we're going to put everything into it, and I am really looking forward to it. It's crazy the detail that this guy's got on those palm trees from Spheres. So good. Alright, so next up we have some Crash Bandicoot theme. We're going to jump straight into the hards here, and we'll show off the ninja version, which is the extreme there later on. So we've got a boatload of TNTs all over the place, as you do with Crash, and you really do have to admire everything that people have done. I have a building competition going on right now for the general gaming theme that I've already touched on. You know, GDQ theme. Always got to have those fender hook saves in a good speedrun. But yeah, no, I've got a building competition going on in the Trials community right now, and we're going to be getting a lot more content than we currently have in this video. I think this is going to be something like 42 minutes long. But the run itself at Games Done Quick, if this gets accepted for SGDQ 2016, it's going to be about an hour and a half. For the first 45 minutes, it's going to be me doing speedrun lines like this, and some in-game challenges and tracks that have a gaming feel and vibe and theme to them. God, I love Crash. Some of the custom sounds in Trials are great. I spent so many hours playing Crash Bash in my youth, and yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just such a good game to me. Put a lot of my favourites into this speedrun. So I have been known to do a bit of Halo, and I had to include this. So we're going to be loading up some Warthog action right now with Rayman is the driver. But yeah, this is Halo Warthog MRG. MRG has actually put a few submissions for this running category, speedrun. I'm not sure if I call it a category. I'm not sure. I guess it is just an expedition, but we're making I'm going to be making a category out of this and speedrunning it and practicing it. God, it's so wacky. This is great. So yeah, we're going through a Halo barracks right now. We've got guns on the back, you know, in the firing the turret. Some pelicans in the background. God, those speedrun slides, wheel twist over the front there. We've got some mecha loaders. A couple Scorpion tanks. Notice the R2-D2 casually in the background there. Blink and you'll miss it. This is actually very tricky because the weight's actually been adjusted here on this track. So I'm just trying to make sure that I don't fault this. And right into the end of the Pelican. Whoa, dude, what's happening there? I don't know what's going on, but I think Rayman's kind of got stuck. Ouch. Yeah, MGL also made the Sonic, and there's a couple more of his that I will be showing off in this video submission. So in past GDQ runs, we've got into the extreme tracks, maybe like 50-40 minutes into the run. We're 10 minutes in, and we're going to jump straight into Inferno 4. We're going to do this invisible with Rayman. You know, Rayman's known for his hovering skills, so let's see what he can do. So what's happening here is the bike is completely visually vanished. Can I save this? Wait. I've got to use a ninja recovery technique here. I can't see the bike at all, but I think I might be able to get this. Oh my god, I cannot believe I just got that. A nice little recovery there. So I'm going to actually try and get this down under 10 faults if I can. This is not been zero faulted to the best of my knowledge by very many people at all, and it's live. I'm not sure if I could do it. It's the kind of thing zero faulted that you'd get you know, with hours and hours of play time, but I'm definitely going to give it my all. Maybe I'll put a donation incentive, a personal donation incentive, if I do get it. You know, as with past trials runs, I'll donate anyway. Oh, can I recover this? Nice. So yeah, let's describe some of the strats here. Again, going back to some of the stuff that it might be tricky for people who don't play Trials to understand, but going well. So this is a bunny hop into a back wall glide. There's not really much too complicated about that. We did use spam X there to get over a lot on the edge of that obstacle. Again, we're doing a little bit of a slow climb with half throttle there to get up and tip over the edge. Ooh, bit of a crash. Look, going well though. I'm nearly at the end with a low amount of faults. A backwards bunny hop there as we leave the ramp. This is the tricky part. It's the last checkpoint. You have to kind of like so right here I'm actually trying to spam the X and go over, but what I'm doing is trying to put my weight onto the front tire and like shifting it to the back tire, and it's very hard to see this. It's very hard to do this without actually seeing where the wheels are, but I think I've got this. No, so close. Again, trying to put my weight on it. This time, get in. I will try and get that zero faulted, at least under 5, if this run gets submitted and accepted for sure. So yeah, that is the hardest track in the base game of Trials Fusion. Last time round, you guys saw an invisible rider challenge on Frostbite. This one is probably one of the hardest challenges in the game. It's extremely difficult because you cannot see where the bike are, and as we've mentioned before with Trials runs, it's all about that back tire and seeing where that is. You want to have your back tire as your main focal point, whether you're doing speed runs or ninjas, unless of course you're doing invisible challenges, and to be fair, there are 3 of those in the game, so there are parts of Trials where you won't necessarily need to be looking at the back tire because, well, you won't be able to see it. So yeah, moving on here, we haven't touched on FMX much at previous GDQs, and in a moment we're going to have a challenge of Twitch chat plays Trials Slumdog Millionaire. I know you're probably confused if you're watching at home, and but yeah, we're going to have a live in-game Trials quiz with Twitch chat, and everybody watching, keep an eye on the names of the tricks above the score in the middle of the screen, and you'll be able to help us out after the end of this track when we get into the Slumdog challenge. So as we can see here, we are performing a range of FMX poses mid-air when our wheels are off the driving line, off the ground. There are multiple poses that you can do, and you can only do this when you have airtime. So by the way, Twitch chat, that means multiple names to remember. So for example here, I'm doing a Going to Heaven, and you can see that. And the next one, Superman. Okay, so An upwards position will yield either a going up, a going to heaven, or a kiss of death, and an upside down position is going to yield an underdog, a slash, or a driller, depending whether you use left, down, or right. Sometimes you get these parts in tracks where the camera spins round you, or you're frozen, you're suspended in mid-air for like a brief moment, and you get all these combos that you can do. So there's a good load of tricks there, and god damn those pesky squirrels and penguins in Trials games, eh? Always ruining the day. But yeah, so we're moving on to the Slumdog Billionaire Twitch chat plays now, and we're gonna have to load up a track called Rag to Riches to load this one up. So yeah, get your donations in Twitch chat. We are gonna need your help to reach the big money. But yeah, obviously I'm just practicing my live commentary here. Okay, so for anybody watching this before the GDQ run, obviously this is a sample of my live commentary, if you're confused as well. I know it's hard to follow, but you know, try and keep up, I guess. So yeah, this track is called Rag to Riches, and you can see there's a few pop-ups on the left-hand side of the screen. It's an easy, a medium, and a hard, and the one at the bottom is the hard challenge. In this case, in this track, it's the Slumdog Billionaire challenge. We're just going to keep going forward a little bit here and purposely crash on this dynamite and go back into the pipe from the checkpoint beforehand. Alright, so here we go. Twitch chat, let's see if you can help us out in the stream. Alright, Twitch chat, is it A, going down, B, going up, C, going to downtown, or D, going home? A, proud hero, B, superhero, C, anti-hero, or D, a tragic hero? A, arrow, B, bend, C, bow, or D, shake? Running out of time, gotta go for this. Are we a plumber, a driller, a joiner, or an electrician? Are we going to work? Are we going to fault? Are we going to sleep? Or are we going to heaven? God, I hope we're not going to fault. A, box, B, chest, C, trunk, D, coffin. A, going to the toilet, B, going to hell, D, going to the moon, or C, going to lunch? 6 seconds, Twitch chat. A, sprint, B, triple jump, C, javelin, or D, pole vault? 5 seconds, Twitch chat. 4, 3. A, underdog, B, hot dog, C, under the bridge, or D, underpants? A, kiss of death, B, breath of death, D, kiss of life, that's some power, C, French kiss, Kappa Pride. A, dead rider, B, dead body, D, dead bird, or C, dead walker? A, Axel, B, dizzy, D, slash, or C, pitman? 5 seconds, Twitch chat. Alright, we're doing good. We're at the core of a million. Can we make it 500,000? A Conqueror, B Emperor, C Ruler, D King. The $1 million question, guys. PogChamp, Craigasms all around. Milkman, Trashman, Superman, Mailman. 6 seconds. 5, 4. PogChamps all round. You can go to sleep tonight, guys. We win it. We did it. We won it. We got in there. I will definitely work on that commentary. I reckon we can get it right with 4 people, though. I'm very confident. Oh boy. That's great. So we're going to do a few back hops here. Who's played Super Meat Boy before? I'd like to think a few of us have played Super Meat Boy here. This is Super Meat Trials, and it's the hard challenge, the tier 3 challenge on this track. Charred remains. Notice that the lava below, it's actually swallowing the track up, so we have to be quite fast here if I can get this. God, that was close. I'm going to have to recover here and do a little bit of a flip round. Just got it. And there we go, Super Meat Trials. Red. You can never get enough buzz kills and buzz saws. Always dying in style in Trials. Alright, so back in Trials Evolution days, in the prime of that game, we had Track Central was completely flooded. Like, everywhere you went, every single day there would be a new type of this custom track on Track Central, and it became a running joke with all the Trials community. You know, we did get tired of seeing it, but to pay homage to it, in this particular DLC, the second to last one in Trials, this is Impossible Stairs, and basically it's so what Redlinks did is they made a tribute to this style of track that, you know, literally plagued Track Central for years straight. What we're trying to do here is pretty much just spin really damn fast and try to get to the bottom as fast as we can, and the way to do that is just pretty much to get a bit lucky and spin out of control. Oh god, that backslide, dude! Nice little hop and we got it. It's so crazy. And that was the Impossible Stairs. See you later, Rayman. So, who here has played Tony Hawk's before? I can honestly say that I played this a lot when I was younger. I literally spent years playing the Tony Hawk's games for the PlayStation, and this is Trials' version of collecting skate. A lot of this is just like building the momentum up needed. Is it possible to get this? Can I? Oh, barely not. So basically we're just going to be using these pipes and half pipes to gain the momentum needed to like grab these letters. And let's see how high we can jump with Rayman. Alright, so we just got that one. Can I just try and tilt myself over the edge here? nice little recovery technique there. It's like I mentioned before in Trials, it's very much possible, and we're going to see a lot of the ninja techniques later on in the run, where you know, some crazy things, slow climbs, vertical climbs at angles that is you wouldn't believe. You know, we're going to see a lot of fender stuff. We're going to be seeing a lot of front wheel switches and just ridiculous bike control. In Trials, speedrunning is the essence of mastering going fast, and the small nuances that you can learn and master while you're going at a very fast pace. Doing ninjas fast. Ninjas is the art of mastering crazy. Oh my god, that was lucky. I can't actually fault here. So that was a bit lucky that I got that spin round. Not intentional, but I'll take it. I think I have to build up a bit of the momentum here. So yeah, for the ninja tracks that we're going to be seeing here very soon in this run, it's... Alright, we just barely got the L. Got to drag ourselves back there. They focus more on the art of doing techniques, mastering techniques when you're going slow. So very slow, crazy inclines with, you know, angles that you won't believe, literally 90 degrees, and very high ones. You know, we're going to be seeing some crazy stuff, crazy stuff coming up. Going to be seeing some tracks when you can only use the front wheel, where you can only use the back wheel on certain obstacles. So like, you know, they're limited. You have to like ride a lot of obstacles on just your back wheel. So many different techniques. So here's a blast from the past. This is retrospective, and this is a track in the Emperor of the Sky DLC. Actually no, it's Fault in the System. Fault 1-0. Nice little twist there to get over the edge of that, and we're going to be transported into some retro arcade machines, 8-bit style. Our lives count are in the top right, and we're going to be going through some pipes here and switching from style to style. I mean, who didn't play Pac-Man? You know, God, I played this for ages on my Mega Drive back in the day. This is just like the proper Pac-Man bike style, by the way. You can collect all these things if you wanted to spend more time in there, and the ghosts do eat you up. They gobble you good. So many of these space-like shooters that I had on my M-DOS PC back in the day. So yeah, that track was called Retrospective in Fault 1-0. Heading back into the Fire in the Deep DLC here. You know, and it's got to the point where I think I've had enough of riding as Rayman. He's been good to us, you know. He's got us through some hard stuff tonight, but it might be time to say a fond farewell to Rayman. So in all of Red Lynx's Trials games in the past, they've been known to sometimes, you know, add some things to the tracks that are very hidden, very secret, that have a bit of a cinematic touch to them, and this one's going to be a bit of a blast from the past again, for sure. For all you movie lovers out there, I know I'm a fan of sci-fi. But yeah, I really do think Rayman's number is up, so we're gonna give him a deserved farewell. Bible thumps all round, everybody. This is one mean squirrel. Rest in peace, Rayman. Forever remembered. But we're not done yet. We're going to move on to the latest DLC, and we're going to go on a bit of an awesome adventure. How much HP has a penguin got? So this is the unicorn in Trials Fusion, and I don't know if anybody ever played Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, but if you did, this will be somewhat reminiscent. The sounds are so good. Right, so that right there is what the unicorn's equivalent of a fender hook here. That was what I like to call a hoof hook, or a tail grab, as it's donned by some of the Trials guys. The unicorn can be quite heavy to handle. I like to name this unicorn Tipsy when I'm playing the game, because if you touch anything really hard on the back legs, you will tip over very fast. So there are some obstacles in the game that can be kind of tricky to get used to with this one. Pulling off a nice little time saver push there into the portal, and here we go with what is Trials' version of Let's Smash Up Dr.Robotnik's creations. Very reminiscent of Mr. Eggman. And yeah, apart from this time it's controlled by a penguin, let's smash him up. I'm not quite sure what the gaming characters are in the background, but we'll go for it. Okay, it seems like I messed up there. See if I can get this one second time. So yeah, this is the equivalent of the extreme track in the latest DLC for Trials Fusion. It's basically like just the hardest difficulty for the unicorn. This is as close as you're going to get to an extreme track with this bike. We can't even call it a bike. It's a horse, guys. It's a cat riding a horse. How can you call that a bike? A mount. Let's call it a mount. That works for me. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the speedrunning half of this expedition. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and shout outs to all the guys who have created tracks shown in my speedrunning section, and to all the tracks coming up next. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to cut off that practice commentary there. Basically, this is the part of the run where I will switch with some ninja riders and join the commentary couch. Whether we do this as a race or as a one ninja rider showcase, just one guy, you know, sitting on the PC showing it, what we would like to do is a race between 3 ninja riders while I commentate. But if that's not possible, for technical reasons, then we'll just do the one dude and commentate the rest. So this is a track inspired by Minecraft. It is a Ninja Level 1 called Terra made by Cycad and Vantia, who's here. So yeah, we are ramping up the difficulty now, but keeping the gaming theme, and all the tracks that are going to be shown in the Ninja Expedition are much higher than the level of difficulty that you will ever see in the base game of Trials, right? So that was a Ninja level 1, which means it's one level higher than an extreme track that you'd see in the base game. Then you go to Ninja level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there are even people out there that have mastered level 7 ninjas. And if that makes any sense to anybody who's never played Trials, or if you have played Trials, it's 7 times harder than an in-game base game track. Nobody would ever be able to do anything like a level 6 or a 7 live, bar one person in the world maybe, French dude by the name of Pex. But yeah, so continuing with this, that right there is a front wheel brake into a fender hook save. Quite a common technique used. Right here I've gone over the edge and I'm going to be spamming X to get onto my front wheel and put the pressure back on the front wheel. As you can see, you can recover this. Most players wouldn't know that you could do it. Again, these are all ninja techniques. So right now I'm stuck at the edge of the wall, and what I'm going to do is slow climb it. So I'm going to go down a tiny bit and then try and go back up. Okay, I actually failed it, but it's okay, we can recover. And I'll try a pop-up technique. There you go. Another pop-up and another pop-up in quick succession. And coming up here, we have a technique where I'm going to be jumping a gap and then immediately braking on my front tire to do a flip round and fender hook the pipe extremely fast, and then right myself and go forward. Again, it's very hard to explain that stuff very shortly. But yeah, there was a level 1 Mario themed ninja, Super Mario Trial World, and so. As I was mentioning earlier, I currently have a ninja building competition with the gaming GDQ and retro gaming theme. You know, just what stuff that is easy recognizable. I have that building competition going on right now in the Trials community, and it's still ongoing. The GDQ tracks submissions will be coming through in the next couple of months, and we will practice the hell out of them for the ninjas coming to the event, and yeah, it's going to be good stuff. This is currently the only one that has been so far submitted, but we're going to have loads of we're going to have more trials, more Sonic lines, probably another Mario line. You know, anything that we've seen at GDQs and games in general, you name it, it's going to be good. And we're having some of the best builders from the French community come together and make some tracks. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they come up with and what we can show off to you guys at GDQ. So right here, blinking you'll miss it, but there's a dragon. We've woken up a dragon. Look at that, right? So that ramp actually goes backwards, and what we're having to do here is pull back and kind of like edge ourselves when there's such a lean, and then as you saw, we pressed brake multiple times within quick succession, so that like pulls our momentum round and lets us tip over the edge of an obstacle. Again, look, all these obstacles are at like more than 90 degrees. Loads of back wheel bunny hops off inclines, steadies on inclines themselves. And there we have it, guys. So yeah, the track submissions are going to be coming through really fast now, and we're going to showcase, like I mentioned before, 45 minutes of ninjas with my 45 minutes of challenges and speedrun GDQ gaming theme and retro gaming theme in the 45-minute period before the halfway mark, before we switch to the ninja stuff, all the crazy stuff. I really am excited to show people not only the world and the power of the Trials editor, but you know the world of ninja riding in Trials, and everything that people are going to be creating for specifically for this Games Done Quick run. And yeah, so I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this sample of what's to come at GDQ if Trials gets accepted this time round. There will be more of us there. So the commentary will be more smooth and less pauses. I think I did a good job, you know, this first draft through, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and hopefully I will see you guys at GDQ. Peace out for now, and have a good day, everybody. Thanks for watching.